Are you still spending $150 every year just to de-winterize your RV? Did you spend $150 to even have it winterized? I'm going to try and save you some money. I am a total rookie at this. I call my channel the Sophomore Jinx because this is only my second year with an RV. And I watch so many YouTube videos. I call Blue Compass RV where I bought it. Those service guys are amazing. They help me out. I got an RV service center around the corner from my house. That's where I went in year one to de-winterize and winterize. And the guy told me, you don't want to be paying us for this. You could do it yourself. And he actually went through it step by step. So stay right here. I'm going to go through how to de-winterize your RV. And then next year, I'll talk to you about how to winterize it. Welcome to Sophomore Jinx. Okay, it is April. Temperature usually stays in the 60s up here in upstate New York and higher for the rest of the year. So you know what that means. We're about to go camping. So we're going to de-winterize our RV. I have a Jayco J-Flight, 26BH, 29-footer, and pretty much the same in all of these travel trailers. So I'm going to show you how to do this. And let me show you some equipment you're going to need. Your basic bleach, some white vinegar. I use the Camco Taste Pure filter. You're gonna need hoses. I don't know how far they are from your house, but you're definitely gonna wanna use hoses and water from the house. So I wanted to keep the video nice and short, so I went on ahead. I finished the whole de-winterization, but I'm gonna show you the steps that I took. So I showed you what you needed, the hose, the vinegar, the bleach, and all that kind of stuff. And now you're prepared. So you got your hose, you connect it to your spout on your house, and you bring it over and you connect it to your city water connection on your RV. Most of your RVs are labeled city water connection. Do not get that confused with your flush for your black tank. All right, you want to make sure that you're in the city water connector. And you also want to know where your fill is for your fresh water tank, and you put that in there. All right, and make sure that your spouts are closed at the bottom. Those are the spouts for your fresh water tank. They should be closed. So when you're putting water in there, it's not running out. So now that you're connected to the fresh water or the city connection into your RV, you're gonna come inside the RV, okay? And you are going to run water. Now, like I said, I've already done this, so I'm just gonna show you what you do. So you're gonna come over to your sink and you're gonna turn on the water. Now, I've already done this, the water's off, but pink water is going to come out because it's flushing the antifreeze, okay? And then once the water turns clear, you can turn that faucet off. Then you're gonna go to your bathroom sink and you're gonna turn on the cold water, all right? And then that's gonna be pink, and you let that go until it turns clear. Then we're gonna go to our toilet. We're gonna flush that and hold the flusher down, the lever, and that's gonna be pink as it's going around. And then that also will turn clear. You go to your tub, you turn on the faucets, that will be pink. You let it go until it turns clear, and then you pop it onto the shower head and you let that spray out. That will also be pink, and you wanna do that until it turns clear. One faucet that a lot of people forget about is the outdoor shower, all right? So you wanna make sure you don't forget that, because that means there's antifreeze still in your system. Sometimes there's a separate key that's different from the rest of the RV that you gotta find that key. So make sure you have that key before you start the winterization. Pop that open. Make sure you do your outdoor shower, of course, and flush all that out. It will come out pink, and you wanna do that until it's clear. You have flushed all of the antifreeze out of the system. Now it's time to clean the lines. So what you want to do is you want to 1 cup of water to around 6 or 7 gallons of water. Did I say that right? 1 cup of bleach to about 6 or 7 gallons of water. Yourself a funnel. You pour a cup of bleach in there. You take your hose and you start pouring water into the fresh water tank, about 7 or 8 gallons, and you go. But don't do the bleach and the vinegar at the same time. The bleach first. Go ahead and do that now. Go back inside the RV. and you want to turn on all the water till you don't smell bleach. Starting with your kitchen, you turn the water on, smell it, no bleach. Then you want to go over to the other sink, and then the tub, and I don't care if you do the toilet, but you definitely want to do the tub, the shower head. You also want to do the sinks, all right? And then you want to come out and do your outdoor shower. So you want to flush all those with that bleaching water, all right? Then you want to do, you can do the same thing. Now you want to dump some vinegar in there and do the same thing. Put more water into your freshwater tank. Put some vinegar in there and go ahead and run all the water, starting with your kitchen and then your bathroom and then your shower and et cetera, et cetera. You get it? All right. We haven't even talked about hot water yet, so let's make sure that we got both things down. I had to come back and do an edit. See, sophomore jinx. That's why I call it this. I'm going to make mistakes. When you go from your city connection to your holding tank where you hold your fresh water, you got to turn on the water pump. So make sure that you're plugged in or you have enough juice that when you hit that water pump button, when you turn on the water, you're going to hear woo, 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 woo. That way you know it's working. All right. I almost forgot to tell you that part. Okay. Back to flushing your system and cleaning it out. I highly recommend that you watch a video on your water heater bypass valves. All right. So your water heater has bypass valves. You want to make sure that you get the water to go through the hot water heater. All right. The reason I don't want to do that on this particular video because it's complex, and if you mix the videos with de-winterizing and then bypassing, you might get confused. But part of the de-winterization process is actually changing the bypass so water actually goes into the hot water tank. So make sure that you watch a video on that. And because once you do that, now you can actually turn on the hot water. It's going to work properly. And no antifreeze should be in your water heater. That's why you do that last, making sure the whole system is flushed. And once you get that bypass done properly, you can either go to your propane, turn that on. You can plug your RV into your house and turn that on, and you can use the water heater, electric, and the LP gas, and then you should have fresh, hot water. And basically, you're done the de-winterization process. I hope that helps. Again, it's not very long. It's a very easy process if you know what you're doing, but it can be intimidating because of all the steps that you have to do. I've seen 15 videos before I did my own, and everybody does it a little bit different, but primarily it's the same. It's the same. So make sure that you actually follow the steps here. And then if you want to watch some other videos, by all means do that. Hey, this is Chris. I'll talk to you guys later. This is called the Sophomore Jinx. I call it the Sophomore Jinx because it's my second year of RVing, and I kind of know what I'm doing right now because of all the videos and training that I've gotten from RV shops and repair centers and things like that. So, Sophomore Jinx. Talk to you guys later.